Hello folks, what we got here is an unusual padlock manufactured in Israel, I believe. Similar to the locks made under the name of Manilocks, but this has these same type of keys. We can put the key in here. It goes in either way actually. Put it all the way in. The shackle comes out. We have locking bolts down inside the lock that the key would retract. See the locking bolts. And let's take a look here. The shackle diameter 16.3 millimeters, or that's like 5/8 of an inch. So what I want to do is I'm going to take this lock apart for you and show you what's inside. So we can see down inside here there's two screws. We'll take these screws out. Let me get in there. One screw out. Take the other screw out. Sorry, looking down on my screwdriver. That's alright. So there, the two screws are out. Now this lock comes apart. There's little plates on here. Wow, see, we have these like laminated plates. They're stuck together. They do come apart. Anyway, there's more of them here. We can actually push the lock body out of this whole lamination assembly. There we go. So there's the lamination assembly here. It's just a cover, kind of a jacket. Now let's see if we can get some more plates off. Take that plate there. Pull another plate off. Boy, they're really on there. I think the lamination, that housing assembly, is just to hold it all together. Ah, now we're looking inside the internals of the lock. We can see we have these two bolts here. There's a bolt on this side and a bolt on this side. And we'll take the key and we'll slip it in, since we don't have the cover on. Here you can see the action of the bolts. See, when the key is in, the bolts are withdrawn. But notice that they're covered by a spring here. So I think we can, if we retract one of these bolts like this, because it's captured underneath this housing here, you can see that this part here is underneath. It holds the bolts in. Okay, to get these bolts out, I have to have them fully retracted. Then you can get this spring assembly out, because the bolt wants to be captured underneath. There we go. Now we can pull this out, and then we've got a bolt. Put the key out of the way. So now you can see that go down a little closer here. This is actually a split bolt. There's two halves to it. This is the half that I just pulled out. You can see the teeth on there. So notice we're going to run the key up and down on the bolt here. So I've laid the assembly down on the table here. Try to hold it so you can see. I'm just simulating the key going up and down, but notice that the groove pitch here is changing. See, it's much wider, and there's much spacing between the teeth, and now here it's much more narrow. So what we have is a variable pitch. It's like a 90-degree retraction assembly. This is similar to that Russian steering wheel lock, and that's how it works. And now I've seen these Manilex locks, keys in different places that have, actually the bolts, the key has different cuts on either side. So if you look on this side, it goes like this way, and on the other side, it's opposite. So that they can change the pitch on either side of the key. This one can go in either way, but I've seen them where one side of the key has different bittings than on the other side of the key. And you can change the pitch, and I've seen spaces, they put spaces between these so that you have many variables in order to change the combination of the lock for different keys. So this is basically how this lock works. It's a very high strength lock, and like I say, similar to the Manilex lock that was manufactured. These locks were made in the, I think, about the 80s, 70s to 80s. They're no longer made, but a very unique and interesting mechanism, and this is actually quite a bulletproof, pretty strong lock. So I hope you've enjoyed, and thanks for your time. But wait, this is the some more information. These are photos. This is the logo of the padlock. Notice it was made in Israel, Tel Aviv. This is the key. I'm going to bring it up a little closer so you can read it. Robbie's, long shank. This is another lock. That's from Mac G&G. He sent me some photos of his lock. You can see the very similar lock, except that the hasp will stay with the padlock. So it's more like a conventional padlock. This is the logo, where it was manufactured, the manufacturing logo. This is it, Lucan Metal Products. Notice again, Tel Aviv. So this is made in Israel, probably the same manufacturer. This is a shot of that key for that lock. Notice the variable pitch again, and there's even a longer space between a couple of the teeth. This is a flat shot of the key. You've noticed the left and the right angles are different. So this would work with a split bolt assembly like in my lock. This is the Manilex 100 padlock. This is another lock. Similar in design, similar the way it works. I think this one was made in the US. But a very interesting lock as well. Same mechanism. This is an article from Popular Mechanics in June of 1983. So introducing this padlock, so to give you an idea, it was made in 83. Or you can read for yourself. So we'll go in to continue the article on the bottom of the article. So you can read that. I noticed it was $55 way back when in 1983, but probably today that's $550. This lock's no longer made, and that's kind of a rare item, but the same type mechanism. So I thought I'd just give you more information about it. And there you can see this key on the right and the top and the bottom is cut at different angles. So this would work with the dual bolt assembly. So thank you for watching. Enjoy.